flip at? 7.9? 170. Woo! Let me see it.
122.60 foot.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Hey,
And that's how we're going to start the show today. So, welcome everyone to the Talking Shit live stream. Every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, everyone's like, when are you on, Alex? I'm like, are you fucking insane? Like, you have no idea when the hell I'm on. Like, it blows my mind that people still ask that question. Anyway, how you guys doing? That's what we're going to talk about today. A lot of that. Not just that particular run, but what that run cost, meaning what it caused in terms of like when an explosion goes off and then just a shockwave of shit happens behind it. It's literally causing so many waves. Anyway, how you guys doing? Thanks for checking in. Make sure the sound is good. Everyone's talking about LPF went faster. Congrats. Lund Racing and along with Manuel Gomez and his vast knowledge and his turbo kit went 790s. Don't care what anyone else did. ET matters. So interesting that what that video did caused so much shit. And what that video ended up causing us to do is to buy property. I'll talk about the property that Lund Racing purchased because of that video. We made a heavy investment in property, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's talk about the run, right? Obviously, you guys saw last week that car went 8.0s, and then it wasn't that much of a shock when it went 790s. It literally did it. First rip, here's a little more boost, I think, and then they were just like, it's done, stock motor pass. Now, what I'm shocked about the most about that run in particular is the lack of coverage from media outlets. Like, okay, we're gonna definitely blow it up and be like, hell yeah, proud of Manuel Gomez and Victor's the owner of the car, their accomplishment. But do you know what makes me laugh is magazines that used to be ground zero for knowledge, Mustang knowledge, became useless. And this is why. Because this is news. This is absolutely news. And no, you don't see it in a magazine cover, an online no one. Everyone's just like, man, we're in 7.9s, big deal. I'm like, big deal. Junior did have something funny to say. He goes, out of the big three, Ford, Dodge, Chevy, Ford's probably the most hated. Like, the Ford Mustang is probably the most hated. Yeah, we crash into crowds. Yeah, most of the owners are douchebag. And unfortunately, there's an EcoBoost Mustang. So people go, wait a minute, a stock Gen 3 motor went 7s? That's impossible. We hate this car. This car is full of fuckboys. Fuckboys love this car. Well, sure. So Chevy guys are saying this. This is what Chevy guys are now saying. Oh, stock bottom end went 7.1 or 7.2. Again, this is stock everything. Everything. Intake to oil pan has never been unbolted. Stock oil pump gears, stock. But for whatever reason, people don't understand that. Chevy guys, for whatever reason, because they have Neanderthal brains, go, whoa, stock bottom end went. This isn't stock bottom end. This is the whole motor is stock. Now, the funny thing is, I started thinking the other way. I think I was driving to get some food, lunch or something, and I was like, can a Godzilla stock sealed do this? Because Godzilla has been getting most of the coverage because the ball washers are getting paid to push that stupid motor down your fucking throat. But unfortunately, people are starting to realize, hey, that doesn't matter. 7.3 liter with rods, pistons, a crazy valve train setup, and a standalone computer that no one knows or has access to. Made high 700s with LS guys were doing back in the day. That's no surprise there. But it was very funny to see to think, hey man, that Godzilla sealed, meaning stock cams, stock heads, stock rods, stock pistons, whatever pounds of boost. Can the stock Godzilla propel any vehicle into the 7s that weighs over 3,300 pounds? Probably not. So what this motor represents for maybe Ford and maybe the ball washers is this. Godzilla's a dud. It comes in a truck. So not only are you going to have to buy it, make it fit into something, make the control pack work, make a whole bunch of stuff work, and hopefully it doesn't grenade itself stock, because most Godzilla guys are not going to put a cam in it. They're not going to put, pistons, rods. They're broke. They're gonna wait for an F-250 to be in the junkyard to get their hands on this motor. That's what they're gonna do. Just like LS guys do, and just like Coyote Swap guys do. They get an F-150 Gen. You know how many Gen 1 F-150 motors we tune? Like a week? 20? Like swap motors. Very rarely does a guy go, I actually spent the money. I spent the money. So we're gonna talk about the property that we bought. Lund Racing bought a lot of property because of this vehicle, the Manuel and Victor's accomplishment with the 7.9. We bought space in every hater's heads for a very long time, like a lot of property. If you bunch their heads together and spread it out, it's probably, like Junior said, Yellowstone property, because they're like, what the fuck do we have to do? Because now, imagine you're a customer and you subscribe to someone else's theories, right? And you were like, oh, I got to get a built motor. Okay, here's $15,000. Oh, I got to get built trans from not Manuel Gomez. Okay, here you go. I got to have these suspension parts and pay $30 for suspension advice. Okay, here you go. And then you go out there and run an 890 and 880 and go, wait a minute. These guys did it with a stock motor. Now, is that stock motor going to last? Probably not. And everyone knows this. Everyone knows it. Everyone's very well aware. I don't think that motor's going to last too much longer. So it was nice to be able to do it, have a customer that's willing to push it, have a shop that's building it right, and go out there and run a number. But the hate and the hate and the hate that has caused, not among Chevy guys. Chevy guys are confused. They're like, I don't know how a 5-liter 4-cammed motor that has never been opened with boost in E85 and a built trans can run 790s. They think it's bullshit. They think they think it's built, all this crap. Dodge guys don't even think about it because they're Dodge guys. They're like, demon. They don't even think about it because I don't know what. Can you put a Hellcat engine into anything light enough, give it enough boost to make it run high sevens? Maybe. I don't know how much a stock Hellcat or Demon engine can take. 1100 wheel? Well, I don't know. Who knows? But the Ford community is full of the biggest haters. That's right. Your own people. Your own people are the biggest haters. I saw some of the dumbest comments all day, today and yesterday, because of this car. The dumbest comments. People are saying things like, who cares about records? All I care about is wins and event wins and round wins and winning at races. I'm sorry, unless you're John Force, Jeg Coughlin, what's the guy, Ron Capps, unless you're one of those guys, you really can't say that shit. You really can't say that shit because unless you've won like Keith Ray wins. Keith Ray goes to Mod Nats, wins. Keith Ray goes to World Cup, gets to the final round or wins. You know, that he can say shit. And he's giving it props. When you're a nobody, hating on the fact that this car ran a number with a stock motor, take your fingers that when they're about to go on the keyboard and say shit, look around for all of your trophies. And if you don't have none, put your fingers back in your fucking pocket and shut the fuck up. Because if you're talking about round wins impress you, not records, come on, really? Your people, like Coyote people, are hating on this thing so much because they perceive that it can't be done or it's not that impressive. It's impressive if you did it, right? If you did it, hater, if you did it, you'd be like, look at me. Look at me. And then whoever shop or tuner that you're repping at the time, you'd be, look at us. And if anyone hated on you, you'd be like, oh, you're just a hater. But now you're out there going, oh, round wins impressed me. Then show me how many round wins do you have. Show me all your records. Show me anything. Show me your Wally. I want to see that Wally that you won at the Summer Nationals, at the Gator Nationals. No, you don't have any? Then please shut the fuck up. Congratulations to Victor and Manuel. We were happy to be able to be involved in it. The calibration, Junior, he's not out there, woo. He's going, hey, are you guys okay? We're checking in on you guys. Once in a while, we got to check in on you haters to make sure that you didn't suicide your shit. Okay, we want to make sure that Godzilla guys, which are basically leftover Fox body guys, at the moment a modular motor came out, they quit. And then Godzilla came back and they're like, we're relevant again. And then they see a 7-second pass. Oh, we're gay again. Yeah, you're gay again. You are gay again. I'm sorry. Love you. I know you guys Especially Godzilla and push art guys think, oh, you're just a coyote nut hugger. Do you see why? Do you see why? I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to not be when the platform is pretty proven. Okay, then we're going to talk about the Model S Plaid Edition. Plaid Edition Tesla Model S came out, or is coming out next year, $140,000. Electric, 3-motor, 1,100 horsepower, 8-second ETs in the quarter mile, supposedly, high 8s. He did say that about the Roadster too, so who the fuck knows. And a 500-mile range. Guys, $140,000 when you think about it. How much is a overpriced GT500 nowadays? How much is an overpriced GT500? Meaning dealer went, oh, it's $80,000 MSRP, $30,000 on top. So we can gouge you, and you guys pay it because you're stupid, because you put down $5,000 and have a $1,500 to $1,800 car payment, and then you're gonna sell it in a year or two. Once you find out the clout doesn't matter on this car. Imagine going up, buying the Shelby GT500 for $100,000, and you see a Model S Plaid pull up next to you. 8-second quarter mile, 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, 200 mile an hour top speed. That's the face you're gonna make. You're gonna go, and you're gonna put your right turn signal and make believe that you had to take that right so you don't line up with that guy. That's what's gonna happen once that Model Tesla Plaid Edition, the Model S Plaid Edition, is gonna come out, and pretty much game over for any street racing. From a dig, especially if you have a regular car, unless you have a prepped road, unless you're Big Chief rolling around in the in the Crow 2, I don't think you're gonna have much of a shot against this Model Tesla S. And imagine you bought a Cobra Jet. That's right. Imagine you bought a Cobra Jet, meaning a legit Cobra Jet Mustang that's not street legal, runs 860s, and this Tesla S can be driven anywhere and run high 8s. Hell, imagine if you bought a Cobra Jet. And then, you're like, yeah, look at this. You're shining it. Look at this Cobra Jet. Look at this Cobra. It's pretty badass. It's got a big cobra on the hood. Oh, it's like a big snack. Oh, my God. And then Manuel Gomez runs 790s with a stock motor Gen 3. And you go, but mine's a snack. Look at the gold snack on it. It's so venomous. The hood has venom and the fenders. Oh. Again, guys, checking in on you, making sure you didn't suicide yourself with these last two, or this weekend's, basically happening, this weekend's events, where 7 seconds and I went 8-1. And apparently that GT500, the tax collector, is super popular. It got like 400,000 views on Facebook. So Randy, you got to get that car out in the public. Got to start getting it seen. It can't be in mothballs in some garage somewhere. Sorry, people want to see that car, so get it done. Okay, I'm going to get to the... Doesn't seem like it's busy today because everyone's either watching Joe Biden hang himself. Did he even make it on stage? Like, I wish I had the debate going on live. I want to see if he even remembers where the podium is, or if he starts biting the microphone. I can't wait to see the replay of the stuff. But I don't fault you for wanting to watch the debate. That's must-watch TV. So let's get to it. That's my opening monologue. Oliver Bryan says, checking in. I'll come back later. You may lose some viewers when the presidential debate starts in a little bit. I respect it. I'll do this for the replays. Love you guys anyway. David Jaffrey will say, Órale, vato loco, ¿cómo está, cuh? Your unfiltered thoughts on Ford offering the 2.3 EcoBoost as the base motor for the Explorer Apoyo Gasolina. I don't like the 2.3 if it's similar to the EcoBoost Mustang one, but if it's an Explorer, the base, I think that'll be fine because that's a grandma, soccer mom vehicle. They're not going to mod it. I don't like that motor in a platform that can go fast, like a RS or a EcoBoost Mustang. People are going to mod it, tune it, fuck it, jerk it. They're not even going to give it the reach around. They're just going to stuff it in there dry, and they're going to wonder why their dick is all peeled back. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it'll be fine on that platform because it's not meant for performance. EMTM says, does PMAS cold air intake make exhaust louder with a Lund tune? It doesn't make the exhaust louder, but you definitely hear the air getting sucked in a lot under the hood. You definitely hear when you go wide open throttle, you hear the throttle body opening and sucking in all that air. You hear everything that's going on under the hood. So it doesn't make the exhaust louder. It makes the intake louder. Insane Mustang, what's up, brother? He goes, I only care about records. You can win, lose for BS issues. When you have a record, no one can take that from you. Congrats, Midnight and Lund. I mean, that's pretty much it. When I saw that message, I went, really, dude? Like, did you, no, number one, nobody gives a shit about your opinion. Like, nobody cares. But the fact that it's a dumb opinion, now I get it. Opinions can't be dumb. It is your opinion. Okay, well, your opinion is stupid, right? You don't care about a Mustang? This is a Coyote guy. You don't care about a Mustang running 790 stock? And you don't just, like, there's even some Chevy guys that went, I'm sorry, there's even some Midnight Performance haters that were like, I'm sorry, I got to give it up. Sometimes you just got to go, good job, guys. And we don't hear other tuners talking shit. They probably went, congratulations. Because what's there to hate on? We accomplished something along with Midnight Performance. Actually, Midnight Performance, and we were just happened to be the calibrators, Junior, were able to accomplish something that has never been done in any platform anywhere. Like, think about it. What bone stock motor anywhere ever in history was pushed or propelled the vehicle 7 seconds in the quarter mile ever in history? Stock that came in a production vehicle that was stamped out in an assembly line, you know, any Dodge, Chevy, anybody, think about it. I wonder if someone could do that research, but I think this is the first time it's ever been done. So you kind of have to give it props. So when I see someone hating on, I'm like, you're hating on the premise of a record? But if you have a personal best, we should give a fuck. Like if you, Mr. Hater, run the best number you ever ran, you're going to pop off on it. You're going to go, I did it at a rental, guys. Let's say the first moment you go, 7s or 8s. You go, woo, look at me. Awesome. And then someone said, oh, it's gay. Who cares about records? It's really about racing. You're going to go, fuck you, dude. So we're basically saying, fuck you, dude. Like, really, fuck you. SVT Coyote says, are you familiar with Wesley Evans and his real teal car? I do. I am. If so, what's your thoughts on his quest for 7s in his Reach Nitrous Small Block Ford H pattern? Not only is the car clean, I'm very familiar with who he is. I follow him because I love stick shift racing. He recently went to a drag radial. He's got a very straightforward setup. It doesn't seem too exotic. And he's hanging in there with big money guys, big turbo, big money guys that have a bunch more money into their vehicle than he does. And I think he does all his work himself. I think he's like an airplane mechanic or aircraft mechanic or something. I think it's great. I think the car's like an 820 or an high 8.1 car. It launches like a motherfucker. He has, I think, a Black Magic clutch in it. Recently, we moved over to a drag radial. H-pattern boss ass shit. And the car's clean. And he loves fucking with LS guys. He loves fucking with LS guys. One thing I dislike. One thing, Wesley, love you. You wanting a Godzilla motor blows my mind. Blows my mind. You wanting a Godzilla motor. You want a heavier motor in that car when you could probably build a super badass Coyote. Not for less money, but I think it's more impressive. I get it. You want to, because think about it, Wesley. I'm talking to you, Wesley, directly. Real Teal should stay small block Ford or go right to Coyote, because at least both of them came in a Mustang. Once you start shoving truck engines into things and then reconfiguring them and having to wait till you have to put that engine in a car. You're going to go, oh man, making this thing fit is going to be a chore. I really would prefer that car stay small block Ford because it is so impressive. I think it should stay small block Ford forever because I think those generations should kind of stick with the motor they came in. I'd love Coyote swaps, but I sure do love me a small block Ford in the chassis it came in. So I think in my opinion, he should keep a small block Ford or Coyote, not Godzilla. God damn it. Really? Godzilla? Come on. But, I get it. The allure of big inch, big cube, small package motors is alluring for many people, a.k.a. LSs. So I'd rather you not go LS. Basically, it's Godzilla. David Jeffers says, question for you, Vato. Which newish cool car would you recommend as the first car for harsh winter weather since you have winter driving experience? Anything all-wheel drive, if you can swing an Audi, any Audi, I think is awesome. A truck. I love having a truck in the winter. You can get away with so much and go over a bunch of shit, especially in big, Northeast or where snowfalls can equal a foot or more. I'd get a truck. But a fun vehicle like a Subaru WRX, I know, kind of sounds stupid, but I love the wagon STIs from back in the day. White STI wagon, gold wheels. Blizzax, dude, ton of fun. Just don't mod it. Leave it alone. It's going to blow up anyway. Matt 2011 GT says, go away, Godzilla. You're a fossil. I understand the allure. Wesley Evans could probably make anything fast. But if it was up to me, I'm a fan. I watched the car get down. I love it. People accuse him of speeding up the video. Like, people hate that car because it works so well. So, just keep a small block board or Coyote. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, we're going to go right to the peasant chat. It's going to be a light day. So I can get to the peasant chat without you guys getting all up on my ass. Jason Freiberg said, that 790 pass was badass. Congratulations still on racing and midnight performance. Congrats to Manuel more than anything. He's the guy that does the work. He does the work. I mean, he does the turbo kit, the trans, the R&D. This is years in the making, guys. He didn't just one day wake up, Orale, vato, I'm going to go ahead and build a 7-second car. And then he went over there and was like, hey, I'm going to make a turbo kit. No, it was like R&D for years. Jesus Fajardo, his car, the first 10R80, there's only two 10R80 cars in the 7s. And it is both midnight built, both tuned by Lund. Then there are a couple of Gen 3s in the 7s. David Van Voris have built Gen 3 with a Turbo 400 in the 7s. And something else went 7s. Joe Holt's real close to running 7s, I think. Or I think he went 170 in the quarter. So, I mean, things are getting spicy out there. 7s are going to be the new 8s. 7s are going to be the new 8s. Because now anyone can go 8s with a Whipple stock motor, 20 PSI, and here's 8s. Bye. Oh, that wasn't that hard. Okay, now what? So 7s is the new 8s because it's a little harder to get to. The refinement has to be on point in terms of the tune and the parts selection and the weather. Notice one thing about that car when it launched, that the rear tire didn't bury itself in the quarter panel. Did you notice how the rear tire didn't bury itself in the quarter panel and the front end didn't fly up in the air? It was nice and straight. I wonder why that is. I wonder who set up that suspension. I wonder who did all that R&D and told, Manuel, hey, man, you might want to set it up this way. I wonder. Nah. It's all good. Let's bury that tire up in the fucking quarter panel. Cuckoosh! Cool. Oh, man. Alex, with your stock Gen 3 running 7, with the stock Gen 3 running 7, what is your prediction on what stock Predator will end up going? That is very good. I'm waiting for a GT500 guy to go, fuck it, I want all the clout. Because that's the next clout chase, right? Hey, GT500 guys, that's the next clout chase. Fuck the DCT. Let's just be the fastest GT500, regardless whether it's a Turbo 400 or whatever, or a DCT. Some people are just going to go, Turbo 400, it makes 1100, 1200 wheel. We've seen it. So if someone gets froggy and has the money and the nuts to gut it, stock motor, blower, and get that car with a Turbo 400 and see how deep in the 8s, maybe 7s. Ooh, that's the next one. And then the DCT record will be later on. I think the DCT is going to be more delayed, and I think that'll be something that will definitely put like a feather in someone's cap. And whoever does it, whether it's us or anyone else, we're going to give them props and heads. I'm not going to be like, hey, fucking asshole. Hell no, I'm going to go, congratulations. Do I mention it on the show? Probably not, because it's my fucking show. But if I say, hey, someone did it, good for them. You guys can look it up. But I will not hate on the record. Jerry Garcia says, hey, Alex, I'm doing a London 93 tune and I have a 19 GT A10 and the mods are 2.5 cat back, drop in filter. And I want one more mod between cold air intake and port manifold. What do you recommend? Port the manifold, leave the cold air intake stock, sir. Jerry Garcia. Don't you sing salsa somewhere? Matthew Goodall says, channel support, betcha, went full weight streetcar at Streetcar Takeover and 12.0 Index, made the semifinals of 60 cars. Car incredibly consistent. Thanks to you guys. 3 straight 1208s, letting out 1202, staying in it. Good for you. If you got that car, 1190, 1180 on deck, good for you that a full weight car was indexing 12.0s. Congratulations. That car should run that number all day, regardless of outside temp, because my car was like a 12.0, 12.0, 12.0, 12.1, whether it was 100 degrees outside or 70 degrees outside. Brandon Lewis says, any Gen 3 manuals in the 10s? Yes. Any Gen 3 manuals in the 10s yet? Yes. There is one gentleman, I think he went 1099. It was a Luntune CJ equipped manual 18, and he was just dumping the clutch out. And I think it was a stock clutch, and I think that helped it because the stock clutch slipped enough to allow it to launch and not like grenade shit. So I believe there is a manual Gen 3 in the 10s, naturally aspirated. Yes, Brandon Lewis. Dylan Pop Rodriguez says, what is the best way to reduce wheel hop in a 2016 PP stick car? Installed seat of Durlin vertical links and the hop is definitely reduced but not gone completely. Would bushing inserts be next? Dylan Pop. They haven't stopped the hop kit. Steeda does. So look into that, the stop the hop kit. Riley Kate says, on some of your older videos, you said the best exhaust for S197 is a GT500 long tubes, free-flowing exhaust, and stock mufflers. I went to that setup on my 10, and it's really raspy. Well, you have a 10. Oh, wait a minute. 10 GT500. What? You have long tubes, stock mufflers, and free-flowing exhaust, and you think it's raspy? Dude, then cool-sounding cars isn't for you. That's the best-sounding exhaust, in my opinion. John Lund tells Michael Charlton, I don't think the Predator 5.2 platform will go much faster, mainly because of the Tremec gearbox. Tremec has already shown that they're interested in helping or supporting the aftermarket. Good. But John, imagine that. He said not interested. Sorry. So he said that Tremec is not interested in helping the aftermarket, which sucks. We just need access to the calibration. Everyone needs access to the calibration, but someone's going to grow some nuts and put a Turbo 400 in one. Bet me on that. Brian E says, SCT or N-Gauge, is one better than the other? And for tuning 18 to 20, channel support. Love your shabe? I don't know what that is. Brian, we sell the Lund Racing N-Gauge, but we also tune with SCT. We prefer the N-Gauge. Once you figure out the nuances of the N-Gauge, which is literally how to load a file, how to drag and drop a file. The logging is diagnostics, data logging, tap the screen. When you want to stop the log, tap the screen again. And you take your SD card or you access the SD card with the wire, send us the log. You got to take note of the log number that it's recording at the time, and you send us the log. That's it. With SCT, you have to get a laptop or put the config file in the device. Then you still need a laptop or a computer to draw it out of, similar to an N-Gauge where you need, access to it. But then you have to be able to draw it out and send it to us. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't know how to load a configuration into an SCT. A lot of people don't know how to draw a data log from an SCT, so they use it as a pass-through device with a laptop, and they record everything on the laptop. So you're going to have two people in the car recording, whereas you could be driving along and feel a stutter and go, uh-oh, boop, boop, boop. Let me record that stutter. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, let me get home. Boom, hey guys, I recorded a stutter. Imagine having to do that with an SCT. Oh, I feel a stutter. Let me get the dead rat out the bitch. Actually, one thing I forgot to do, sorry, let me look it up right now, is announce last week's winner for the N-Gauge. That's right, last week's winner. Ooh, I got some fart noises going. Last week's winner for the N-Gauge. I got to look that up right now because I mistakenly said that, hey, look, this is for the SCT, and I skipped a week, so I said, okay, I'll basically make it for the an N-Gauge, so I'm going to provide an N-Gauge to the winner, and let's look at who the highest commented comment here is. Ooh, it's a bunch of fun. Okay, oh man, that guy's pretty as fuck, man. That was last week when he ran 8.0. So let's see who's the highest liked comment of last week. Thanks for reminding me. Once you said dead rat, I was like, oh shit. Right here, Kenny G. Holy shit, 223 likes. Let me see if anyone else is even close. Hell no, 2, 3, nobody. Not even close. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. What did he say? This is Kenny G says, let me get that dead 6'9" rat update. Alex, change it to an N-Gauge. It would just be marvelous. Don't fail me, YouTube comment hunters. There you go, guys. 223 likes. Kenny G, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up. Let me see right here. Reply. Hit me up. Kenny, I'll get you an N-Gauge. An N-Gauge, and oh geez, I can't spell, and it's ydbt for life at gmail.com, and I gotta verify who he is, so he has to show me, he has to verify who he is, and we should be good to go. Very good job, Kenny G. Congratulations. All right. So I prefer the N-Gauge. There's your answer. Tanu Paji, Tanupaji says, yo, Alex, just bought a 2200 SL kit. I want to make 850 wheel, but also want closer to 1,000. What injector do I need on a 19 GT Tangy 5.0 on IG? That's good. Put your IG shit here. We can get you some clout. That's going to be tough making 1,000. You're going to need like a 20% overdrive or a 15%, and then like a 2.9 pulley, like a 2.9 or a 3.1, you're going to need all the boost. If you want to make 850, a 3.3 or a 3.1 pulley should be able to do it. But closer to 1,000, you're going to have to overdrive the snots out of that sucker, brother. So that's going to be a tough task. And then inlet air temperatures are going to go through the roof. Why? Because when you push air around a lot more and get more boost and you make the molecules, you excite the molecules more, IATs go up, brother. So that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one to achieve 1,000 wheel on Paxton setup. Poor boy 313. What's up, brother? How you doing? He goes, stimulus check. UPRK member, Barton hybrid, or one-piece drive shaft for full-length headers. 13 GT. We're going to do a full-length headers. Let's do full-length headers. Let's get some power in it. I think the rest of the stuff, it's good to have, but I think you'll get more out of headers than you would out of anything else. Matt 760, what's up? He's getting hated on in California. Plenty of guys could only get a half chub since Lund tuned her. Hell of an accomplishment. Hasn't been done before. Congrats to all involved. Thank you very much, Matt 760. Now, everyone, there is no such thing as a Matt 760 tune. Stop telling people that. Emmanuel Martinez says, channel support. Thank Brandon for me. I beat a pulley tuned Gen 2 CTSV with just a flex wheel tune on my 1910 speed. Congratulations. JB says, if you could put a Coyote in a non-Ford car, which one would it be? Grand National. Could you imagine rolling up to the meet with a Cam Lope tune? Put it in reverse. And then you open the hood and people go, oh, sacrilegious. Not a Buick T-Type. A fucking Grand National. Oh my God, the hate that would get. That would be awesome. Oh, man. Thoughts on LS3 swapping an S197 and getting rid of the shit Yodi, finally making a Mustang fast? I mean, if you wanna suck dicks at the same time, if you want to LS3 swap an S197, have at it. Just keep the mouth open when all the LS guys shove their dicks in your mouth. Because that's basically what you're saying. You're saying, I love to suck cocks and dicks, so I'm going to LS swap an S197. Could you imagine him saying he's going to LS swap an S197 and make it faster after cams, heads? No, stock bottom end run 7s. Okay. Follow up on my last question, David Jeffrey says, which F-150 would you recommend? A 2.7, a 3.5 Eco, or the 5.0 if you want to grow down the road? Apoyo gasolina y etanol café. 5 liter. You can put a Whipple on it. You can put an Edelbrock TVS on it. You can put a Pro Charger on it. 5 liter. All day, every day. Tanu Paji says, what injector? Sorry. 1300. I'd get an ID 1300 to make sure you have plenty of headroom at 1,000. You might be able to get away with it with a 1050X, but I like headroom, so I'd rather you be at least at an ID 1300. Real Teal 93 is in the house. He goes, if I stay nitrous, the Godzilla would be a good start. Nitrous needs cubic inches. The fun beat the hell out of the automatic LS nitrous guys will be epic. The problem, Real Teal, is it's a Godzilla. The problem is it's a Godzilla. People are going to say this, Real Teal. It's a 7.3. It's a 7.3. Of course you should beat me. I only got a 5.3 LS. I only got a 4.8 LS. I only have a 6.0 LQ4. I only have a 6.2 LS3. And you're going to go, shit, you're right. And you better hope it stays together, because something tells me that Godzilla is going to need about $8,000 worth of work for the amount of nitrous you're shoving in it for it to live a long life. A little birdie told me them shits don't like 800 wheel. Then goes boom, West Boyd. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Channel 19 is laughing at the Grand National Coyote swap. That would be so sick. Like, put an 8.8 in it. Make it a Mustang. 6R80, 8.8, Coyote swap, Gen 2, Gen 3, 10R80. Oh! Then you go to the track, and that bitch busts off a fucking 8-something, and people are like, oh, that's gotta be an LS. That's an LQ4. I could tell it's an LQ4. It's gotta have one of those BTR polluter, hate the ozone cams. It's gotta be. Come up to the pits. Oh, it's a Ford Coyote. Oh, it probably gets 18 miles a gallon. It's only 5 liters. Yeah. Who is Corsuad? He's just spamming my shit, bro. Spamming my shit. Get the fuck out of here. All right. David Santos says 5.0 in RX-7 would be nuts. It's not going to last with the shock of NAWS, says West Boyd. Defcon says, bro, shut the fuck up. Put it in the Honda del Sol. Jose Gutierrez says, Yodi swap a donk. Ooh, no. I think donks need cubic inches to get it out of the hole. Unless you TVS. Put a TVS in the bitch. Utah County Picasso's page says, this is the best chat ever because any fans that stays watching this gets YOLO with 1,000 less messages. Exactly. I'm okay not making any money on it as long as you guys watch because I make money on the after views too. I appreciate you guys donating, but this is nice and light. I can chill with my people. There's still 660 people watching. They just ain't paying. Do you know what I'm saying? He says, oh yeah, a GNX Coyote, brilliant. Could you imagine? I already booted him, Fernando Garza. TAV said, what's up, Alec? What's up, bitch up? KGBOONE says, boosting a 94,000 mile Coyote, what problems could I expect? Rods exiting stage left. 94,000 miles, in my opinion, too many miles, unless you're going to keep it at 10 PSI pump gas and just chill the fuck out. If you're going to be like, well, I'm going to go for records. Don't do that. Matthew Goodall says, what's your timeline for the red car 4C install? Mine is on order. I would definitely like to get it going along at the same time frame. Hey, it's being shipped on the 4th or the 2nd. It's being shipped on the 2nd from Circle D. It should be in the house next week. It should be in the car by the end of next week, along with ultimate headers. Poor boy 313 says, long tubes it is. My wife says she can't wait to meet you one day. Since every time I have car parts shipped to the house, I tell her Alex said I needed it. What she look like? You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Hunter Walker says, channel support. What should I look for when buying a used TVS? Signs of wear, bad casting, Roush 2.3 for Gen 2. Flip it over. First thing is you flip it over and you turn the rotors. If it has any scuffing, I'm saying legitimate scuffing. Sometimes the coating wears off and it chips off, or it just has a very even wear. But if you see like scrapes, like if aluminum went through the bitch, do not buy it. Aside from that, it's pretty straightforward and stout. Tanu Paji says, I should have gotten a turbo setup. Oh, I mean, yeah, if you want to make 1,000, yeah, turbo's kind of the way, or a Whipple pulley to death. But I don't, when it comes to like 1,000 and up, look, superchargers, this is my thought process on superchargers. 900 and under, supercharge it. Turnkey, drive it anywhere, make 900. Once you got to start pulling the crank a lot to make some air pump up on top of it, really make it sing. I don't like the crank seeing that much stress on any setup. 850, no problem. 900, no problem. 1,000, 1,100, you're getting into, I'm looking at that crank going, ooh, you're not going to make it that long, bitch. I hope you pray for that crank every time you do a wall pull. I just go turbo. Fuck it, on 3. Bobo ass, shit ass on 3 kits are making 1,000 on dumb ass shit. Look at Brandon's car. Brandon's S197 Fox body. If there's any S197 that mostly resembles a Fox body, it is Brandon's. I love you, Brandon. I have never seen a more clapped out S197 in my life. It has a tan interior. It looks like it has fingerprints all over the fucking dash. It looks like it was... It looks so old. And I'm like, that's an 11. It shouldn't look older than my Fairmont. It looks older than my Fairmont. JB says full bolt on shirts, maybe. But again, guys, anytime I make shirts, I'm going to be fucking paying. I'm going to try, guys. It ain't easy. This is a one-man show. I can say, yeah, full bolt on shirts, and then be out of pocket $5,000, and none of you motherfuckers buy it. None of you motherfuckers buy it. If you could do your black car over again with a 2.9 Whipple, do you think you would have ran the 9-second pass you wanted? I don't think the 2.9 Whipple was going to be that big of a... In other words, I didn't want to boost the car that much, shift work. That TVS at a 69mm pulley would have made 800, but the rods would have exited. I don't think the 2.9 at the same boost would have been better for that vehicle. No way a 2.9 Whipple would have 60-footed the way that car 60-footed at the RPM that I launched in. I think the TVS really helped to get out of the hole. It cut a 142, and it was a consistent 1.4 60-foot car. So I don't think the 2.9 Whipple Gen 2 was able to do that. The Gen 3 maybe, but it would require more boost to get the same hit down low that the TVS provided with a 75mm pulley. So I don't think it would have been better or worse with a 2.9 Whipple on that car. Shiftwork again said, I'm sorry, Nicholas Ayala says, I have a 1910 speed that has an E85 tune, full exhaust and intake. What more could I do to gain more power? You can port the manifold, leave the throttle body alone, port the manifold, intake manifold, and power. Fuck, I think you're done. unless you throw cams at it, Nicholas. Cams or porting the manifold, that's about it. Don't port the throttle body. In the market for a Gen 3 Coyote, I can't decide on trends. I feel like I'm getting more bang for my buck for the 10R80. If you want to just have latest and greatest and have better potential of getting more out of it than anything, yeah, the 10R80 seems to be it. If you like to have fun, stop, turn, shift gears, I wouldn't give up my manual for a 10R80. But I have a 6R80 car, and I already have another 6R. I have two 6R80 cars that are already fast and satisfy that need. So if I could only pick one, I would still get a manual. Will Firth says, or a JTB Tanu, good thing about Century is so simple and drives like stock, no issues under the hood. He's right. Is it the bacon stream on YouTube? I don't know. Tanu, I have a YSI-B. I'll sell you. They're working it. Alex, anyone getting larger DI injectors in the Gen 3? I'm sure they are, but honestly, to me, DI is a dud. We're 2 years in, and I know there's people out there that are, touting a bigger pump, and on pump gas you can make 1,000, and oh my god, and and I don't subscribe to any of it because it's nice as a supplement, but no one's really fucking with the DI stuff. Why? Number one, it's very expensive. It's insanely expensive. I would understand if a DI pump was $1,000 and the injectors were $1,000 and you could really make huge gains from that DI setup. Cool. But the more we fuck with it, the less we rely on it. So we're like, yeah, just get big injectors. The DI will be there. It'll just be there. It'll work, but I don't think it's going above and beyond anything. I think what's really making the Gen 3 pop is the high compression and the 10R80. If you get a Gen 2 Mustang motor, 12 to 5 or 12 to 1 compression, and somehow can couple it with a 10R80 behind it, I think it'll perform the same as a Gen 3. Because, the Gen 3 has bigger cams and slightly better heads, but I think it's the compression more than anything that's making that motor do well. Yeah, the cams help and this and that, but honestly, I think the compression and the DI isn't like such a determining factor that it's making 50 horse over a car because of DI. The higher the horsepower, the less a lot of people rely on DI. David Jeffrey says, your thoughts. What if someone Hellcat swap a S197? Would you approve of it instead of LS? Yeah, look, I don't dislike the LS, but a lot of LS guys are not going to buy a S197. It's kind of a bigger, heavier car. They'd rather put it in a Fox body. And that's their prerogative. Fox bodies or anything. A Fairmont, fucking Capri, SVO. I forget what else was a Fox body back in the day, but there was a lot of variations of it. So let them do that. But an S197, I don't think they're going to LS swap. Now, are they going to... they could do it for hate, but no one really cares. The S197 is basically a Fox body right now. But a Hellcat swap... a Hellcat swapped S197, I think is a good idea because the biggest issue with the Dodge is the weight. Everyone hates on the weight. It is heavy. There's a Hellcat swap notch out there I saw. Mini tub, badass inboard shocks, very cool. If it doesn't run an 8, it doesn't matter. I love you. If it doesn't run an 8, if it's a stock Hellcat engine in it, better mod it to run 8s. Because if you're looking like an 8-second car and you don't run that 8-second number, you better make it run that 8-second number. It's like having a parachute on a car that runs 950s. What the fuck are you doing? Would you consider hiring someone to help you out with merch and video editing and filming? Yeah, but the problem is I can't pay you enough. I know there's a company, I gotta hit them up. They keep emailing me and I keep forgetting. Work and life gets in the way, but I'd love to work with a company and go, look, this is what my thoughts are. This is what I think. And as long as they don't fuck me, I'd love to work with a company and basically license or give them permission to run the stuff that I want to run. And I get a royalty off of that, similar to Teespring, but with better quality. Someone did email me. I got to get back to them. I am just all over the place. Once I got back from vacation, I got flooded with messages. JB, I can't pay you enough. Honestly, I don't earn that kind of money to be able to pay you. The editing and the problem is this. Once I got people out there and started hiring them for editing, the problem is they're not in my head. And I cannot show them what I want. I picture it in my head. And if I have to go out of the way to make you realize what I want, might as well just do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Jose Silva says, channel support. Kuh. Ready to get this Gen 5 3 Whipple tune on the 85. What do you think it'll make on 3875 pulley? Also just ordered 325 pulley to party. 19 Auto, GT, PP1, FFE, 1050X. You're going to make in the 7s. 3875. Isn't that like 10, 11 PSI on a Gen 5 Whipple? Because I know Ben Calamer has one and it generates like 1.7 load. That's about 10 or 11 PSI. So that should make 700 on pumped gas, and it should make about 750 or so on the 85. 3875, 325 pulley, fucking close to 900 probably, or high 800s for sure. Alex Parker from Houston here. Hey Parker, what's up, brother? Just picked up a 17 F-150, whatever the fuck that means. Oh, regular cab short bed? Okay, RCSB. 5 liter 4x4. What do you suggest? Twin or 2.9 liter, or take the 2.3 off the Fox? Do not take the 2.3 off the Fox. Fuck. You know what? On that truck, shit. Yeah. You're going to daily it. You're not going to go racing everyone on the planet. You want to make a comfortable 600, 650. You could do either a 2.3 or a 2.65 from VMP, or take it off your Fox, I guess. Or honestly, I prefer a 2.9 liter Whipple, Gen 3 at least. At least a Gen 3 head unit, in my opinion. At least. So just because I think they have a kit that fits just right, they have the right map sensor, you just throw it in there. As long as the right map sensor is in it, buying kits used is going to be a problem, because if you throw the 2.3 off of your Fox, you got to use the right map sensor, which I think Roush sells only. It has the right transfer function and everything. So I would just get the Whipple kit if possible. If you do somehow decide to use the 2.3 off your Fox, you got to get the right map sensor, and you got to get it from Roush. Would I be able to run C85 on the E85R tune without issues, or would I need a retune or revision? George, you should be okay. Jorge Campillo, you should be okay to go. No problem. Yeah, you should be fine, brother. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. It's not going to be that vastly different. It'll trim out whatever fuel it needs to trim out, so I think you'll be fine. I mean, technically, you should get the right stoic in there, but the difference is so minimal that I typically go, show me a log, and it's off like 5%. I'm like, dude, just run it. You're good. Nicholas Akaya says, I have a 1910 speed that has an E85 tune. Full exhaust and intake. What more could I make to make game power? He said that, motherfucker. It was an 18, a ported manifold. Or a CJ set up in cams. Tim Traux. I hate when people say, like, people from Louisiana, like, they spell go, Geaux. It's like, shit, grow up. It's Gux. Gux. No, it's go. It's French. Shut up. Have some etouffee and shut the fuck up. Where's this guy? Max rear wheel horsepower for a stock A6. Stock A6? I wouldn't go over 700 before shit starts blowing up. I wanted to ask if that compression is possible to get on a Gen 2. To learn Racing's page, but didn't want to sound so stupid. You can get any motor to get any compression you want. Here you go. It's got to have E85 though, or at least really good fuel in it. Because if the GT350 is 12-1, it should be doable, right? Yeah, you can build a motor and have whatever compression you want, brother. Check out Bunker Branding, someone said. Eric Shraven. Insane Mustang said, talking to Matthew, don't forget to bring a towel. Towley's in the house. How you doing, Towley? Been a while. Alex, what are your thoughts on the Coyote tick? I think it's normal. The red car right now has a motor in it that ticks to no end, and I don't give a fuck. Let it tick. There is some cool stuff. It says, thanks, Alex. The DI side seems like an intriguing idea. The tune through the DI side. Free power at the hand of a skill tuner. Not really. Love you. Not really. I mean, yeah, but no. If you're going to go out there and really do the vetting on the DI side, then the parts have to be affordable. You can't say, oh, you can make 700 horsepower on DI if you have a $5,000 pump and $4,000 injectors. $9,000? I can build a 9-second Fox for $9,000. Okay. Drew for Sooners says he's gone. 6R80 trans question. I currently have a twin turbo Gen 2 6R80 with a Circle D non-lockup converter. What trans temps do you guys like to see at the drag strip? Under 200 would be nice. My car never saw over 200 trans temps at 900 plus wheel. So under 200 it would be nice. Above 130, under 200 is pretty sick. Tanu Paggi says, Sam, come gap me. Wow, sex talk in the chat. Michael Charlton says, Alex, do pre-sale on merch? Do Do pre-sale on merch. You don't get fucked fitting the bill. Also, I said, fuck it. I ordered a BC Stage 3 for the Paxson build. Badass. I hate Look, who's going to keep track of all the Who's going to keep track of the people that sent me money? I am tuning all fucking day, doing videos and this shit. I don't have time to be like, oh, George gave me $20. And I am not organized that way. No fucking way. I am the worst. No, thank you. I want people to do shit for me. What are your thoughts on the 3 Whipple coming out? It looks to be stout. It looks to be making good power. I saw that a Hemi made like 1,700 crank. Crank meaning 1,700 crank, which means he measured it, behind the balls. But it should be capable of big power on the Coyote platform. Maybe not 2,000, but big power on other platforms. Floppy Duck says, if you could pick a 4-door sedan sleeper for your daily and speed, what would you go with? $20,000, $30,000 budget. A 4-door sedan that's daily and quick? I love my Hyundai Genesis. That's cheaper than $20K. 400 horsepower. It was stupid. It was ugly. It was a Hyundai. It was ugly. I thought it was cool. I love that car. I still to this day would love to Coyote swap that piece of junk. But, it's not. I'm not going to get any return on investment on that thing. So Hyundai Genesis is pretty awesome. The Lexus, I don't know how much the Lexus ISFs are. Are they still big money? Not 100%, but something Korean or Japanese, not American. What are your thoughts on that? I already got that. Have you seen issues with the 10R80 winding in gear in park? Yeah, it's called the pump. If you look at the pump, it's gear driven. It's a gear driven pump. It just goes, it just winds. It's just a byproduct of the trans. That red YDBT hat though. Yeah, the YDBT. See, this is the problem with the YDBT hats. Check this out. I was pissed. So I went to Teespring and I got some made up. Actually, this doesn't look bad. For whatever reason, this hat does not look bad. Why did I think it looked sideways and crooked last time? Let me see. Yeah, actually, that doesn't look that bad. I was looking at it the other day and I'm like, man, this thing looks like shit. But, I make it look good. You know what I'm saying? But you can get these on Teespring. I think they're like $20. Actually, that doesn't look bad. I think it was a little crooked. That's what pissed me off. The embroidery was a little on the crooked side, but they're on the site. They're on Teespring. If you guys want a YDBT hat, they're on Teespring. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the sticker on it to be like a fucking total douche. Fuck it. Oh, okay. Alex, I have a GT500 2014 stock. I'm planning to race the fuck out of it. What's your recommendation for heat here in Saudi Arabia and the fueling issue? Chocolate milk, Ron, shit, thanks. I love you, Mohammed. He's like, chocolate milk. Hey, Alex. Where the fuck's the sticker? I'm trying to go by the camera. There you go. Alex, I have shit, chocolate milk. GT500 race, what you suggest? Torco, very available. Honestly, you're not going to be able to do more than a 2.4 pulley on it, and then maybe hopefully that shit ass chocolate milk you guys got over there is decent, but I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a problem. Honestly, Torco or race gas. I mean, aren't y'all rich over there? Don't you guys just like trip and step on oil? But the problem is you can't refine it, right? So what do you do? Can you imagine if you live in one of those countries and you're not a billionaire? What do you do? But Mohammed, it's like Mike. Mohammed over there is like Mike over here. I think you're screwed because of the bad gas. Imagine living somewhere where you step on oil and you have the worst gas on the planet. I don't understand how that's even possible. But unfortunately, you're going to be stuck with at most a 2.4 pulley on the 88 octane that you got over there, and hopefully the NOx sensors don't go, bye, see you later timing. It's going to be a race gas. I know, what's the shop over there that we deal with all the time? His name is Mohammed also. What the fuck is the name of the shop? But there's a shop over there that all they do is C16, MS109, and boosting tunes. That they don't even bother with like the chocolate milk that you guys have from the pumps over there. Thanks for David Jaffrey, your thoughts on VMP making 1100 rural horsepower with cats? That's really stupid. I mean, love your VMP, but I don't know what the hell you're showing people with that. You're showing people that you're willing to throw 30 degrees of timing at it with cats. You're willing to blow something up with cats. I don't know what you're selling there. Cats? Are you selling cats now? Oh, if you're selling like legal calibrations, okay, sure. So when they blow up the cats, and you know that has happened, okay, because I've seen it. You're gonna have to be on the hook for it, because if you're saying you can make 1100 horsepower through cats, and then a guy tries it and blows his cat up, clogs it, no cat protection on the planet is gonna protect that much boost at that much power. Who's gonna be on the hook for the fuck? Who's gonna be on the hook for the engine? Just a really bad selling point. Really bad selling point. Hey Alex, do you know the three? Okay, Matt 2011 GT says, hey Alex, do you know if the 3-bolt Gen 2 water pump will fit a Gen 1 that has 4-bolt? Having trouble finding an 8-rib 4-bolt pulley. I don't know. That is a good question for Power by the Hour. Honestly, I don't know. I've heard that daily driven E85 cars should change oil more often. Thoughts on this recommendation? I do. I change my oil 3,000 miles. I know that the oil can go further, 5,000. I don't subscribe to that notion. I like fresh oil in my shit. So if you change your oil every 3,000 miles, bring it down to about every 2,500 miles. I know it's expensive, but hey, you want to keep your shit alive. Okay. I got everyone here. I got caught up. Very good. I won't need a tune when I'm ready. Okay, I won't need a tune when I already have free-flowing exhaust. Correct, poor boy 313. You're good to go. Texas Stang says, no que my car. Did I put flat plane crank in the soundboard? Flat plane crank! I sure did. Good for me. I can't even hear it that well. Let me see. Flat plane crank! I think I got it in there somewhere. All right, that shit seems to get in the oil a lot, yes. Best daily for the budget, use 2012-13 E554 Matic Twin Turbo V8 with a tune, 700 foot-pounds of torque, and 540 from behind the balls. Timothy Fush. 75 Racing, talking to Matthew Goodall. Hey, yo, what he mean by FFE? No cats, no muffler? We don't say no cats. We don't say the word no cats. We say free-flowing exhaust. Fast Rider says, Stangamo will try it. Let's see how long before his shit blows up. What are you doing? Look, at 700 wheel, free-flowing exhaust. Because I have seen it. Guys. I have seen it. I've been there live when a catalytic converter quits and it takes out your ring lands. Bye, motor. Bye-bye. Why in the hell would you ever even attempt to make that much power with cats? That is stupid. That's really stupid. I'm going to do the whole soundboard with Tekashi 6ix9ine shit. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. What are you proving? That you can make 1100 horsepower through cats? Congratulations. Now let's take them apart and see how cooked they are. Oh, no, they're fine. Come on. Stop it with the bullshit. With the weird sales tactics. Come on. Stop it. God. Jared Stallworth says, since cars are going way faster with mostly stock stuff, do you think that'll eventually shrink the aftermarket? Okay, Jared, you did ask that last week, and my answer was all fucked up. The aftermarket, I think, is going to grow. And I totally fucked up the answer last week. This is why. Cars are already optimal from the factory. The aftermarket, all they have to do is support that already. Meaning bolt-ons, headers, ported stuff, cold air intakes if you're in cooler weather environments, cams. And that's stuff you can do in your driveway if you have mechanical aptitude, free flowing exhaust, some lightweight stuff, and the cars are 10-second cars. So it's really tough to ignore that the aftermarket just has to provide the proper parts. Now, let me take this hat off because it's fucking me up. What the aftermarket has to avoid, which they won't because the aftermarket is full of greedy motherfuckers, is selling you the wrong parts. The aftermarket's going to shove cold air intakes down your throat. The aftermarket is going to shove, grill deletes. The aftermarket is going to shove things to your face that you think you need. But in all actuality, if the air's cool outside, Steeda makes a nice closed lid box that Matt 760 has. Any open air element filter will have higher IETs. But again, if it's cold outside, it will perform better. Leave the grill alone. Stock grill. Don't fuck with the grill. Port your manifold. Free-flowing exhaust. E85. Lightweight. And that's it. It's bolt-ons. Now, when you want to go to the next level, you buy blowers or turbos. You bolt those bitches on too. Bolt. The problem is going to be with the aftermarket is going to have to tell you, oh, you need the tornado. They're going to sell you just shit that you don't need. And that's where they're going to have trouble because, example, throttle bodies. A lot of companies that sell tunes also say, well, you could put this throttle body on the car. Here, put a GT350 throttle body on the car. It'll make more power. And I'm like, no, it won't. it's not measurable. It's negligible. It's not that big of a deal. But they're going to shove it down your throat because they got to get rid of it. They're like, oh, we bought a whole pallet of them. So we're just going to shove it down your throat, even though you don't need it. Now, the customer is going to have to be well informed, and hopefully channels like this help. That's the problem with YouTube. A lot of YouTubers have their hand out. Do you know? Once Manuel Gomez's customer Victor went sevens, he got hit up. And YouTuber was like, hey man, I'm really interested in one of your trains. How much are they? And he's like, blah, blah, blah. And YouTuber was like, yeah, but my channel, bro, I'll pay you in clout. And thank you, Manuel. Manuel was like, yeah, sick. I don't pay my rent in clout. I pay my rent in money. So I need money. So that happens where YouTubers have their hand out and a company like, whoever is going to go sell this, push this. Here you go. Tell people it's good. And unfortunately, those YouTubers have audiences, big audiences, and people go, he said it's good, so I should get it. And people like me that work in the industry and give you no bullshit kind of way of talking to you, I get hate because, the way I deliver the message. But I am looking out for your pocketbook. I am not selling you a goddamn thing. I am not even selling you a Lund tune. I just say I work for Lund and we tune fast shit. But if you want to get tuned by anyone else, congratulations. But I'm not gonna push products down your throat that I don't think work. Do you know what I'm saying? Timothy Fush says the debate is fixing to start. Checking in, backing out. Here's some channel support. Thank you very much, Timothy Fush. If you're gonna watch the debate, look at the count went down by 100. People were like, "Peace, debate time," and I appreciate the ones that do stay. If you have a full donor Coyote Mustang for a swap, can you use the PCM and wiring harness from the donor car, or do you need a control pack? JF, if you transfer everything, I'm saying every fucking thing, body control module, ABS, electric steering, everything. So you don't have codes? Sure, you can do a donor vehicle. The keys have to start. Or take the motor and trans out, buy a control pack, and save yourself a lot of trouble. David Zaremba says, 18 GT performance package, E85 P1X Pro Charger, 385 pulley, made 12 PSI and 800 row horsepower. Can I pulley down or am I pushing it hard enough with a stock motor? I'm okay, Mr. David. Oh, I know David Zaremba. You can go up to about 850 and I think you'll be okay, but I don't really want to push that car that much. That's very efficient. 12 PSI, 800 row horsepower. That car must really move out. If you want to put another pound of boost, that's okay, but I wouldn't go much past 850 row horsepower. You know what I'm saying? Chase, fucking this guy Chase is great. The Chase, he sent me something on Facebook and I'm just checking it out. I'm like, Chase is a guy from Australia, and then Yandro hit me up. Let me see what he's doing. He hit me up. All right. Everyone's watching the debate. For everyone watching the debate, have fun. For those of you that are not, you got another half hour or 45 minutes with me. I appreciate you. Brian E says Steeda Proflow closed versus JLT 120. Steeda Proflow closed all day, every day. Alex, I just purchased a 14 F-150 at auction with 275,000 miles. It has a 5.0 motor. How long could the stock motor last? I mean, 275, dual compression check. As long as you keep the fluids changed and you're not beating the shit out of it, it'll last you a long time, man. It's close. It's gonna need a rebuild. Now, let's say those things are highway miles, right? Nothing but highway miles. Might be fine. But at 275, I start looking at all those little items that might be a problem eventually, sir. Who is hitting me up on WhatsApp? Randy about the GT500. Hey, Randy, you want to talk about GT500? We'll talk right now. Get it down here. I'll campaign it on your dime. That car has to be seen. The public needs that vehicle. I can't swing it right now. I know what you want for it. But I can't swing that right now. I'm trying to buy a house. Do you know what I'm saying? But hey, if you want to send it down here and I'll fucking be the caretaker, get a truck, trailer, just write it off. Just write it off on one of your businesses. Bow, right off. Or start, don't you have like a racing company? Oh man. Anthony Rosa says, hey, I have a 16 performance package looking at a Department of Boost manifold kit. I have the entire stock supercharger off of a 14 GT500. Nice. The TVS. Very good. With a 2.4 pulley stock headers with a Borla catback and 91 octane. Can I hit 600 row horsepower? Absolutely. A 2.3 from a GT500 is the same as a 2.3 from a Roush, from a VMP, blah, 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 blah. As long as you have a twin 67 or CJ65 throttle body, 120 plus millimeter cold air, pump gas, 2.4 pulley, that bitch should make 600. No problem. Your thoughts on Anderson composite grill? Planning on getting one for my 20 soon. Mechanical Thor, if the grill opens up the area where the air intake is ducted, I would not get it because I don't want to disrupt how the car drives. Every single time I get a customer that says, man, I don't know, the car all of a sudden started driving funny. I go, well, tell me about it. Well, I installed a grill delete, and I'm like, oh, let me see it. And then I'm like, dude, that thing is allowing all the air in and pressurizing the shit out of your air box. And when you're like coasting at 80 miles an hour or 70 or 50, the car is idling, but positive airflow, like pressurizing the box, and it's like, blah, 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 and it's causing issues. So I would stay away from anything that alters the opening of the grill where the car gets the air from. Hey, Alex, I have a major vibration from my clutch pedal and shifter, my 2020 GT. The dealer ordered a new clutch for me under warranty, but what do you think is the problem? Probably the clutch. If the dealer ordered a clutch, it's probably the clutch, brother. Khalid Hassan. Screw watching old people argue Max to Oliveria, which means he's from Oliveria. I don't know, 600 people. 120 people just dropped out of this chat. They said, peace, see you later. But they don't comment anyway. How does Ford get away with 760 horsepower GT500 with cats that last? Heavy cat protection and 2000 MCR. It stinks. Go wide open throttle in a GT500. It hits like 0.70 lambda at wide open throttle. It stinks like catalytic converter. It reeks. I cannot imagine that lasting long. I just can't. Your thoughts on it? I already got that. Biden will probably talk about EV vet again. blowing Corvettes off in the weeds. What's that, number 2?
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
It's just not that loud in here for some reason. It's just it doesn't sound loud to me. Let me see if it's. Oh, it's this. My volume's way down. Okay, let me see. Let me do that.
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
Alex, I was in South Beach this weekend. What's up with all the Dodgers down there in your area? Gio, I am not anywhere near South Beach, motherfucker. I'm in Palm Beach County, which is, in my opinion, the best county. Mr. M. Raglan said, Alex, if I go from PMAS to Steeda closed box, do I need a retune? Yeah, it's a different part. It needs a completely different math curve. Yes, you need a retune. Osis Coyote says, fuck him. Did you get did you get the right amount of fluid in that shit? Watch it be shifting right on the money now. Loyal people only. Thank you. Yeah, there's some loyal people here. Man, it went down from 630 to 480. Woof. Hey, Alex, I have a 2012 GT with 71,000 miles on it, and it had bottom end rod ticks since I bought it, and I drive the shit out of it. Do you think I still get away with just replacing the bearings? Nah. If you're already opening it up, just rebuild the whole thing. I mean, really? You're going to just replace the bearings? I mean, you might if you know what the fuck you're doing, but honestly, once you open an engine up, in my opinion, you should just rebuild it. Max D'Oliveira gave me $10. Thank you very much. Osis Coyote. So Osis Coyote, this is what happened, right? I'm going to tell you about what happened to Osis Coyote. Osis Coyote has a Hellion Gen 1. And we worked on the shift schedule a lot. It's a Hellion Gen 1 with, because I have time, I can take my time now. I don't have to feel rushed. Hellion Gen 1. Hellion Twin Turbo Gen 1 car, 6R80. He goes out there. We work on the shift schedule. Bitch is shifting on the money. I'm like, hey, yeah. But his stall converter is a little too loose because he had like a 5C or something. So I said, man, get rid of that guy. Get like a 2B or something more turbo friendly. So he does. He takes the trans off, put the 2B on there, goes out there, sends me a log. Hey, this thing's smashing the limiter. I'm like, the shift schedule didn't change. The converter change should not make me redo the whole shift schedule. No way. And he's like, oh, just left the chat. And I went, hey, man, do me a favor. Can you check the fluid level on the thing? He's like, well, I gave my buddy 12 quarts and he gave me back 6. I said, you got to check the trans fluid when the car is running. So when you put the car up in the air and you fill it up with trans fluid, turn it on. And keep pumping fluid in it, and there's a dipstick in the trans, and you can keep checking, keep checking, pump. I guess he was really low, which will definitely cause the car to be lazy out of the hole. That's why the converter didn't flash right. And second, all your shift schedules were all jacked up. Love you, buddy. Osis Coyote says, in my defense, I did not swap it. A shop did it. Fuck. F-150 S550 says, I'm still here, bitcho. Thank you for all the loyal fans. So there's about 480 super loyal fans. Thank you very much. M. Raglan said, damn, autocorrect got me. Thanks for not blasting me. Retune, not return. I got what you were saying, brother. I don't give a shit about this campaign, he says. Okay. So say fuck it until it blows. LOL. I mean, I guess if you're willing to blow it up. Mohammed SVT 500 said, Alex, the GT 500 2014, I should sell it for modify it or planning on getting A10 Jantra. I would definitely, Mohammed, I would get a Gen 3 Mustang because you're racing. You guys are out there racing. You guys do 190 mile an hour pulls. You guys out there love to drift side to side in a loaded E-Class and hit everyone on the side of the road. You guys are wild. So I would definitely get a Gen 3 Mustang and get rid of the 14 GT500. Why? You can get good money for the 14 GT500 and you could probably get yourself a Gen 3 Mustang. Gosh, hello, my name is Mohammed SVT GT500. You're gonna have to change your name, SVT 500. You gotta be like, like a coyote boy. Mohammed SVT 500. I want new Gentra Atan Mustang because Midnight Performance gave me 10-second car. I want 10-second car. Hey, Mohammed. Hey, Mohammed said, bro, we not like that. Okay. Hey, Mohammed, what does la 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 mean? Like la 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 la. I hear that a lot. Does that mean no, no, no? Because every single time I hear someone go, you know, how about the la 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 la? I'm like, does that mean no? Does it mean no, 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 no? La 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 la? No, 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 no. Tell me. I need to know. What should be like? Hey, Alex, I live in Phoenix. Fuck you. No, seriously, I'm dead ass serious, Mr. Mohammed GT500. Is la 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 no no no? Because I hear it all the time. Scott N gave me $10 and say, goddamn thing, my favorite type of question. Mechanical Thor says, what about adding some Lexan to relimit the section of the grill on the Anderson grill? I mean, maybe. Oh, look, Mohammed Saleh said it means no, no, no. Nice. So la 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 means no, no, no. La la la. Hey, Alex, do you think la la la? That means no, no, no. I have learned, how would you, Arabic? What language does you speak? Yemeni? I don't know. The debate doesn't have a flat plane crank. Oh, that's not it. Is it here?
Flat plane crank.
I think I have a shit sound
What
here
I
too.
do is
No.
just say,
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Where's the shit sound?
you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that one. Oh my god. La la la. This is no good. I'm going to have some hummus. Oh, la la la. La 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 la. Oh, la la la. Oh, whoo, whoo. Ezekiel Palacio says, Ale, ¿qué piensas sobre una Stage 2 comp cams y un CJ setup en un third gen? Worth it if the car's staying in it for a while o mejor hago save up for some boost? That's exactly how Mexicans talk. He basically started the sentence in Spanish, middle of it went to English, and then went right back to Spanish. He says, Alex, what do you think about a Stage 2 comp cams and a CJ setup on a third gen? Worth it if the car's staying in it for a while or better save for boost? I think it's worth it. The comp Stage 2 cams are pretty badass. For any setup. If you guys have a Gen 3 and you're considering cams, comp, cam, Stage 2 for anything. Boost, NA, whatever. It just works. Oh, shit. Wild Horse Garage says, hey, Alex, keeps adding timing all the way to 7,300 RPM, -2, 25.5 degrees total on pump, 93. Sound about right for pump quality gas? Yes, it does, Wild Horse Garage. Yes, it does. Now, Wild Horse Garage, if you're in altitude, look at the load range. Look at load as in fraction or air load and see if it's under 1.0, like 0.87, meaning you're not really shoving that much air in. If you're in the 1.0 range, high nines, like 0.95 and up, it's flowing good air. If it's 1.1 and up, you got math data fucked up. 3 tuners will understand what the fuck I'm saying. Wait till my dude hears voila. What is voila? Voila la la. The debate doesn't have flat plate crank. Got that. Nathan Merkler gave me $10. Thank you very much. Kenny G gave me $5 and gave me a rat. A rat. Oh, that's the rat. Are you the guy that won the Engage? I think so. Get at me. Peyton Pruitt says, give me $20. Thank you very much. I work at Tesla in California. You mean Texas? You motherfuckers are moving to Texas. California is going to outlaw everything. I can't believe it. I work at Tesla, and I just wanted to say I'm trading my 19 Mustang in for a new Tesla. The technology is on point, far ahead on performance. Wait for the Tesla Roadster to be released in ludicrous mode. Not only Plaid. I thought Plaid was higher than ludicrous. Look, guys. If I could swing it, I'm buying a Tesla. If I could swing it, an everyday vehicle that runs 8s and 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, a 500-mile range, and it's a sedan, and it looks good, and it's got technology on point. If I could swing it, I'm buying a Tesla fucking Plaid edition. Absolutely. Cuban Coyote, what's up? Orderly home. He said, what's up? I'm going to the track, bitcho. Saturday, putting some Ignite Red and let's party. Get you some logs. I like it. Have you seen the new 6th gen Camaro morons in the RGV in the Rio Grande Valley? He said, apparently they're running low to high 10s and I wonder how much they spent. Wow, that's pretty badass. In your most humble opinion, putting an RST clutch in soon, factory throwout bearing or aftermarket? Factory, Big Stewie. Factory, not a problem. Tanu Paji says, that's it. I'm a twin turbo supercharged my shit. 47-pound injector and a 200 shot of nitrous. Gonna make a YouTube channel. Follow me. Yeah, with cats. David Jeffers says, there's no such thing as too much horsepower. There's just not enough traction. One of the quotes from the great Carroll Shelby. And one of the best quotes from Carroll Shelby. Where is it? No, where is it?
Great enthusiasm.
There it is.
We were blowing the Corvettes off.
That's the best quote. That's the best quote by Carroll Shelby.
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
You damn Skippy. Oh, shit. La. David Jeffers says, we got that. Aftad Ahmad. Did you hear about the entree blow off valve that ended up in the runner of cylinder at? No. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's on 3. I'll get an email from on 3. Hey, Lon, tell your guy to stop making fun of us. But I did not hear about that, no. Wild Horse Garage says, we'll check. Thanks, buddy. Yes, sir, Wild Horse Garage. Where's Mr. GT500? I thought I saw him here again. There he is. It's like a religious swear by the name of God. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Oh, it's like saying God damn it. Okay. Thank you. What's it like to get a Gen 3 A10 into the 8s? What's it take? Well, we've had many customers have it done. A lot of Whipple guys with like low 3s and like a 20% and like a 3.4, 3.2 pulley, something like that. Don't quote me. I don't know shit about pulley sizes, but it seems to be like 16 or 17 pounds of boost. Second gear leave, E85, seems to do the trick, So, you know what I'm saying? Brad Boss says, voila, I swear to God, it usually kind of like, come on, from my experience. Ah, la, voila. Like, okay, so is there any words in Arabic that literally constantly say like la and voila and la? Because can you literally say a sentence like, ha la wa la, and it's like I went to the store and bought some crackers and some coffee, but you literally go a wa la la, because you could understand why we go, what the fuck's he saying? Now, when it comes to Spanish, I totally understand why people think that we sound like gibberish. Porque estamos hablando muy rápido así, especially when women are mad, they talk that quick Spanish shit. Eric Nirenberg says, now have enough power to, do you have to run 315s to get 899 or can I get there with 335s? You can get there with 335s. I prefer 315s and a second gear leave on a 10 R80. After the body, I got pics of the bitch sitting in there, blew the motor. Tab, send me that shit. I'd love to see that. Elijah Freeman says, who else comments on then he slices it, passes on? Who else comments, then he slightly passes it and you're like, fuck, I'm sorry. I just, whatever catches my eye. Coyote swap a BMW M3. That'd be cool. Hey, Alex, hope everything is well. Selling my Paxton 2200 for 4500. Tanu pani. Matthew Goodall says, Yalla Habibi. Utah County Picasso's page says, that accent is awesome. Can you tune my 13 F-150 EcoBoost? La 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 la. Adam Abdallah. La 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 wala. La 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 wala wala. Which means no, god damn it, or something like that. Alejandro Flores, no. Lately, there is nothing. Laterally, there's nothing. Literally, there's nothing like that. Okay, just making sure. Okay, there's no such. Okay, Gerardo Lucatero says, "Órale, I converted from a dead rat to an engage, but I didn't come with the power cable for the OVD2. Where can I buy that? How much do I upload my own tunes? And I want to marry it. I want to marry it to my car." He's probably the whitest guy on the planet. You can hit us up. I think we sell cables. Gerardo Lucatero, hit us up at lundracing.com. Support at lundracing.com. We'll see if we can get you a cable. Do you know what I'm saying? Eric S says, is 11.0 at 128 pretty decent around? I have an 09 GT500 full weight with intake, Trinity 2.4 pulley, and stock exhaust with FFE and boost. That is good. Eric S, that's pretty damn good, I must admit. 2.4 pulley, TVS, pump gas, Bicho, full weight, that's a nice, respectable time. LS1 Ben gave me $5, didn't say a goddamn thing, my favorite type of question. Vincent Mastrangelo gave me $1, and I mentioned him, because I treat everyone the same. Can you turn my Fairmont? Can you turn my Fairmont with the 6.2 Big boost? I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Eric Nenberg says 6R80 335. Yeah, you should be okay. Keep the 335. The 6R80 likes a little gear, especially when power is at a premium. Utah County Picasso Pez says flat plane crank. La 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 la. Alex, best time in the black car? My black car 10-1-140. David Jeffrey says, finally, use Navy Coyote is back at YDBT Nation. Use Navy Coyote. Boostain works. Aftab Ahmad. It works until your fucking blow-off valve ends up in your number 8. Do you know what I'm saying? Cuban Coyote says, thank you. I've been super busy. Yeah, dude. If you see what Cuban's got going on, I really hope we get that number that you're looking for, Cuban. I really want you to achieve that goal. Don't want you to think I'm lying to you when I suggested what to do to that car. Hopefully you're happy with it. If anyone wants to buy the kit, let me know. I'll ship it out for extra cost. Located in California. What kind of horsepower? A 2018 stage 2 cams and intake. I have seen, let's say, intake, stage 2 cams, free flowing exhaust, ported intake manifold, manual, probably close to 500. Anthony Rosa says, I have a 16 GT performance package looking into the Department of Boost manifold. I have the entire, you already said that. I already answered that. I don't know why you paid again. Yes, you can make 600 horsepower with that setup, Anthony Rosas. Yes, you can. 2.4 pulley, TVS, 91 octane, 600 horsepower. Yes, you can attain that with the Department of Boost kit. Vincent Manstrangelo gave me $5 more. Said, hey, Alex, I have CJ cam set up on the way. Do you think it's worth getting long tubes? I have a 14 car with LU47s on E and FFE. Yes, I think it is worth getting long tubes. If you're getting air in, you got to get it out fast, and I think it's worth it with the long tubes as opposed to manifolds and free-flowing exhaust. Emmanuel Martinez says, I lost to a stock 10-speed Camaro while I'm tuned and see a closed box intake 19-speed GT. Is it my premium garbage gearing ratio that cost me the race, or is it my just try? Are you on ethanol, Emmanuel? If you're on pump gas, voila, la, la, la. LS1 Ben says, pay me $15 and he says, hey, Alex, I got a 12 Mustang GT MT82, 157,000 miles. Clean title, past CA Smog, $10,500. IG is LS1_Ben. Good for you. Selling. Thoughts on eBoost 2 on 3 single? I'm broke. It's fine. You just got to learn how to use it. It's just a little... You got to kind of know what the fuck you're doing with it. There's like a sensitivity. There's overboost protection. There's many tutorials online. I learned to use it in about 2 hours total, like how to fuck with everything. And I'd never fucked with it before, so it's not that bad. Amigo, GT250 with a 6R80. What? Gen versus a Gen 3, 10R80, both boosted. You pick and why. GT350 with a 6R80. It don't exist, but I got my money on the 10R80. Both the same compression, both make about the same power. So I got my money on the Gen 3 with a 10R80. Isn't the cam more about the power band than horsepower? It does make more horsepower, but it does move the power band. If you're looking at a dyno hump, it moves it to the right. If you're like, oh, it makes 480 horsepower at 7,000 RPMs, now it's going to make 500 horsepower at 7,500 RPMs. You know what I'm saying? Manuel Gomez says 10R80 is better than 6R80. At this point, he's not wrong. I don't know any 6R80s with minimal work like that, that can run the number that the 10R80s can. It's really tough to beat. And thank you, Manuel Gomez, for the money. Appreciate that. If this is the Manuel Gomez, he asked me today, I said, I'm going to go live at 8. He goes, which 8? I said, my 8. I'm in the East Coast. He's like, yo, man, it's 7 o'clock over here, man. I'm like, sorry. I live in the East Coast. But yeah, 10R80, in my opinion, versus a 350 with a 6R80 versus a 10R80 Gen 3 car. My money's on the Gen 3 car. Amanda Martinez says, yes, I was on pump of this Camaro's stock. I'm sorry, papi. You got to get on ethanol. Car's got a bigger motor and similar trans. What do you want me to do, man? Mohammed SVT 500 said, keep up the good work, Alex. I love watching your other channel. No updates for this week. My other channel, that dating channel, yes, I'm going to talk about something. I did release a video not too long ago about what happened, and we're going to expand on that tomorrow. Ahmad said, you got to start doing Indian accent for brown guys. I need to work on every accent because I have two. I have orderly, and then I have I was driving my Mercedes with 17 of my friends, and then we did the 200-mile-an-hour drift. I went left, I went right, I flip. His arm came off his socket and he flew out car. Voila, la la. Oh, fuck. Frequency ZX11 says, finally found a C6 Z06 that I'm selling the Hellcat on. What? Oh, he has a Hellcat and he found a C6 Z06. I took a lot of searching but debating, but what? I think I'm dead set on the car. The car's already HCI and LTH. Look, it's going to be more comfortable than the fucking Z06 and it's going to roll out pretty good. It's not going to have the best potential than the C6, but I love a Hellcat. It's comfortable. It's nice. Not the fastest thing on the planet, but it's pretty damn fast. Thoughts on the ported 18 manifold and injectors to go with a 4C converter Gen 2? Yes! Do it up, Matthew Goodall. Unless you already have a GT350 manifold. We have a 6, Mohammed Saleh says, we have a 6R80 GT350 in the works. Someone else did that. I think the guys over in California did that. I never heard anything else after that. It just kind of like disappeared. It's all about getting the modules to work and everything. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but you might be able to get it done. Walla, la la la, walla, bahala, hala la verga. Hala la verga. I'm fucking dying. My cam got stuck. My cam got stuck when I flipped it. David Mitchell's mothers came by with a 350 and broke my rods. Okay, right. Boxy Luxury says, what modifications is or you think is underrated? Underrated modification. Ethanol. It's not a modification, but it's octane, man. It's like a kid. It's like a fat kid in a candy store. It's like, here it is. It's all here. I'm going to eat it all. Here's all the fucking timing. Fuck detonation. Fuck the knock sensors. E85. And it's just a tune, and it is cheap. You can go to get it for under $2 a gallon. I think E85 is super underrated. People don't understand. Matt, 2011 GT says, yeah, Alex is drinking now. Just kidding. Dump that shit. I already did. It's a nice girl, but see you later. Kyra GT says, don't forget the Ken Block accent. Oh, yeah. What's up? Thank you. I do have another accent. Hey, what's up? Now he's got an electric. He's fucking hooked up with an electric rally company. And I'm like, I got to hear this. Can't he just go away? Just go away. He'll never go away. I can't have him go away. I need material. Abdullah Ahmad is laughing. Is it Ahmad or Ahmad? After Ahmad? All I can picture is the Saudi videos. Exactly. La 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 la. Ken Block. Thank you. Mohammed SVT 500. Stereotyping is ridiculous. I am a medical student. Come on, man. You think all Mexicans are like... When you think Mexicans, you think of a guy that works at an oil rig somewhere. Actually, it's probably right. But look, I love having fun. Come on, relax. Stereotyping is ridiculous. I'm like a medical student. Aren't you all doctors? Does it translate, Mohammed? Does it translate? Like if you have a degree in Qatar, UAE, Kuwait, does it translate here? Like, you know, how are your bedsides, man? How's your bedside manner? Because imagine, Mohammed, Imagine you go to a proctologist and he's like, and it's a pleasant person. Hey, how you doing, sir? So we're going to check your prostate today. We're going to bend you over the table, and then we're just going to shove this thumb up your butt, and I'm going to wiggle it around a little bit. Is that okay? And you're going to go, okay, Steve. And then Mohammed comes in. Hello, how are you? Oh, la, la, la. No, I'll stick, and you guys have big hands. I'll stick the thumb up your ass and then fucking ram your butthole. You might come because I hit the prostate, but I got to check for cancer. Stick it in. Ah, la, 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 la. How's your bedside manner? Watch him be like, fuck you. I'm actually a foot doctor. Oh, it's all about the bedside manner. Alex, I bet Ken Block is your biggest fan. I hope so. Look, it would be so awesome if Ken Block was like, hey, what's up, man? I can't even do it. Hey, Alex. Yeah, I know you make fun of me all the time, but it's okay. I'm 187 years old. I can't drive for shit, but I'm loaded. So, fuck your mom. Anyway, I'd like to invite you over to Hoonaville so we can Hoona talk at my Hoona restaurant. I'm going to pass on that, Ken Block. I like shows where I don't have to like stress out about the paid chat because I get on these rants. Pimpin' since 1997 says NA18 GT only mods are a Lund Flex Fuel tune, having issues with the E85 being inconsistent. What's different? Ooh, looking for a close alternative. What are your thoughts on switching to full-time octane booster? You can, but you're going to run them plugs brown quicker than not. So you can use octane booster, but I'm telling you, it just makes the plugs on the brown side, and I would not run it all the time. I'd rather run E70 or E60 on the flex tune than pump gas and octane booster. Gonzo the Great says, hey, Alex, I recently owned an Auto GT 18, and I'm considering a Gen 3 with a 10R80 swap in my 95 GTS. What's the difference in swap 10R80 functionality versus stock? Keep up the great work. Look, Ford has a control pack, and we should be able to control it, but there is a Fox body that we tuned Gen 3 motor, Gen 3 trans, went 1080s on a draggy on the street, and it tuned pretty similar to stock. So I think the functionality will be the same. Gonzo the Great. Gerardo Lucatero says, I'm Mexican. I was wondering how to get the tunes on the Engage and also marry it to the car. I'm tuned by you. I'll get the cable too. I'm Mexican and was wondering how I'd get the tunes onto the Engage. Once you get an Engage and it is unlocked so you can use it on your car, you just ask for an unlock and we'll be able to unlock it. As long as you're a current customer, I think we'll be able to do it for free. Just order the cable, say you got an Engage, get us a serial number. We should be able to get you the tunes converted. Matt 2011 GT says, thanks for the Ben Calamer transmission recommendation. I'm going to get a stage 3 with a Mantic when I pull the engine to get my built bottom end in. Don't want to pull the transmission twice. Smart man. Mohammed says, I am graduating from IAU, which is like equal to Monash University in Australia. I'm going to get the 2 certificates. From the 2 university. He's probably a smart guy. I'm here talking all this shit, but he's probably a super smart guy and nice, but I appreciate that he understands my sense of humor. He's not like, oh, fuck you, you're a bigot. No, dude, I'm a fucking stupid Puerto Rican making fun of Mexicans, Arabs, you name it, Italians. It don't matter. Ho! Hey! Ho! What's going on? Me and Perdomo was talking about a guy who invested in a shop not too long ago. And I think he invested in a shop so he could be around the Mustang community, you know? And I'm like, nah, you just need friends. You just need friends. So he said, open a pizza joint and just be the guy at the door. Whoa! Hey! Who doesn't put ricotta on the calzone? Oh, Aftar Ahmad says, Mohammed, it won't transfer to America without certain testing or classes. Yes. Utah County, Picasso Spaces. I understand your humor. It's hilarious. Thank you, Utah County. I appreciate that. Pooty University. Pooty. Where'd you get your certificate? It's like, look, even some schools here, they laugh at you if you're like, where'd you get your degree? Oh, Miami University. You're not a football player? No. You mean you actually studied at Miami University? Yep. That dude in blue wants the black car. Okay, cool. Okay, they're talking about degrees. Sweet, 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 sweet. Let me go up and make sure I didn't miss anything. People were laughing at my Ken Block accent. Voila, bro. Gallo Bravo. Everyone's laughing, but not fat. Alex, I bet Ken Block is your biggest. Okay, celeb, but not fat. You're the next Gabriel Iglesias, but not fat. Okay, that's what I missed. John hit me up on Facebook. What's going on here? Trump's Facebook page is going nuts. Let me shut you down, Joe, for 1 second. Really wrong. I love it. Trump is so sharp. Uh-oh, I guess it's going good. Good, good, good. I love the guys that are here. Totin University. Yes, Israel M. I'm going to get some Totin University with a little shield on it. So when people like Edwin Martinez graduates Totin University and bring a girl home, like he brought home, thick. Oh, she was thick. The Donald Trump thick. Love it. Hey, Alex, is there a way to approximate the power of the car with the help of a data log? To make sure it's running well without bothering you guys? Power? Okay, I hate looking at math pounds a minute, but that's a somewhat decent indication of how much it's making flywheel. So 510, let's say math pounds a minute says 51. That's about 510 flywheel. If it's 420, it's 420 flywheel, you know? But when you're boosted, that bitch pegs at 86. It goes 86 and it can't calculate anymore. I'm saying big boost. The Rotolo group. Hey, Alex, thanks for the help. As we tune my 15 Roush, question is, would you change or add anything or do different? Setup is a VMP, BAP, ID1050X, 69 twin jet, Gen 3R, 88 millimeter pulley. Cold air intake, pipe 3-inch, 800 horsepower? Hell no. Love ya. No way you're going to make 800 horsepower on pump gas. No way. Love ya, the Rotolo group. I think you're going to be probably in the 700 range with maybe, yeah, similar pulley. But I really don't think you're going to be making 800 horsepower unless you're talking about measuring your dick from behind your balls, a.k.a. flywheel horsepower. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would really... A more realistic goal for that setup is about 700 wheel or high 600s on pump gas. Thick like cold peanut butter. Thicker than a Snickers. Thick. I've seen the Shelby Dave posts on Instagram. What's that all about, Alex? Juan Dominguez? If you don't know the whole Shelby Dave thing, I can't explain it to you. You need to be in the know. Just enjoy it. Don't overanalyze it. Just enjoy it. Just let it happen. Never mind. It's a VMP unit, not a Roush one. Got it. 50 Catalytic. Alex, I have a Gen 3 10R80. Can I make 100 with M1 and M1? Oh, you mean methanol? Like a spray? We don't have Pumpy 85 here in Kuwait. How do you not have? Oh, you don't have corn. That's corn. Indiana has corn. So meth and boost. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to spray it somewhere and then you have to relocate the IAT, in my opinion, so that it can see the difference. But I think you can, meth and boost. But again, we have to monitor IAT, so you might have to make sure that the IAT signal is at the manifold, not at the cold air, so that we see it spraying and see a actual temperature difference. Because let's say, for instance, you're spraying meth, IAT is through the roof. Actually, I'm sorry. If it's a Whipple setup and you spray IAT at the manifold, at the throttle body, the IAT should be picked up at the blower. So it might work. It might work. It all depends on how much boost you're pushing through it, but it's going to be tough. I prefer you run race gas, in my opinion. How do the CJ drag springs handle on the street? Awful. They're awful and they're way too low, Matt 2011 GT. Way too low. Like the car is slammed on the nose with the CJ springs. I hate them. Vincent Mastrangelo says, stock Hellcat versus a 14 car with CJ cams and full bolt on 85. I'll put my money on the 14 car with a full bolt on setup. Absolutely. Stock Hellcats aren't that impressive. Midnight Express. Yeah, hell yeah. Mohammed GT500 said, can I request John Jr. for tuning the stupid GT500? High maintenance bitch. You can. There's no guarantee you'll get him, Mohammed. Relax. But yeah, we can request Junior, but it is not a guarantee that you'll get him. Turbo's 800 horsepower on pump. Okay. Front feed balls. Alex, I had a Gen 2 and traded for a 20 GT 10. That bitch with that E85 tune is nasty. I made 430. What should be my next mod? Headers? Yes. Headers, sir. All right. I'm going to get out of here. 9:42. I'm going to get out of here. Matthew Goodall says, it's 4:41 a.m. in Saudi. How the fuck are y'all guys awake right now? Thanks for helping me not make that mistake. No problem, Matt 2011 GT. Mohammed Saleh says, I'll be done with the Whipple F-150 next week, and I'll request you for a tune. Sounds good. Just make sure you get the right map sensor for it. It's twin turbo, not a Whipple, 5.0 cat lid. Okay, that'll work. Marcus Miller says, yo, Alex, is purchasing a drum of 100% 85 crossover pump 85? I bought a 4-fuel system because Lund likes that expensive shit. Been watching since the YOLO days. Keep it up. We don't like that expensive shit. We like shit that works. It just happens to be expensive. Depends on how much you can get the drum of E85 for, because the price varies at the pump. So if you got a 55-gallon drum at $2 a gallon, if you can beat that with a 55-gallon drum from a local source, go ahead and do that. Do the math. All right, Wild Horse Garage says, great show. Good night. Jason Freiberg says, later. Night Scrubs. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Lady T. Johnson, hopefully checks in tomorrow. For all of you that are fans of my other channel, That Dating Channel, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, be there. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened with me. For those of you that know. For those of you that follow the other channel, you'll see what's going on. For those of you that don't follow the other channel, follow the other channel. Just look it up. That Dating Channel. It's a fun time, good time. It's more of a personal side of me than the racing, Lund racing, promoting, stupid, ridiculous side of me. All right, guys, out of here. Enjoy the debate. I'm going to tune in late and see what goes on. Enjoy. We'll see you guys.